Hello everyone. Today we will discuss how to prove the logical equivalence without using truth table. Let us see the question given here. Question is, without using truth table, prove that this P and Q or in square bracket P and negation Q or Q and negation P is logically equivalent to P or Q. For this, they have asked us not to use the truth table. This is given here. Not to use truth table. It means that we have to use properties of logic, laws of logic, which we have studied in previous videos. Okay, you can go back and you can see that video, which are the properties. After seeing this video, you can check which property I am using here, and these properties already taught in the previous lectures. Let us see please how to do. Solution or proof of this. Please see, we are considering the left-handed side LHS is given to be P and Q or in bracket P and negation Q or Q and negation P. Let us observe in these three brackets P and Q, P and negation Q, Q and negation P. Please see here P and Q, P and negation Q, and Q and negation P. We have three brackets, and these three brackets, if you observe carefully, connected by OR. It means we can use associative law. Why you have to use associative law? Because if you observe carefully, P and is common in between first and second bracket. It means this square bracket you have to remove from this place, and you have to give to first and second bracket, and this is known as associative law we are using. Okay, let us see please. It is equivalent to, yes, I have decided to solve first these two brackets, first and second bracket. Okay, and then after the last one. So I have written it separately. So for this step, the reason is associative law. Associative law. Okay, now next. We can take this P and common, means we can use distributive law. Here we get P and, if you take this P and common, we get in bracket Q or negation Q. Q or negation Q. Square bracket keeping same. Then or Q and negation P. Here we have used distributive law. The reason is distributive law. Distributive law. Okay, now next. Now, after using distributive law to take this P and outside, if you observe this bracket here, if you observe this bracket, it is clear that it is Q or negation Q. And you know Q or negation Q, by complement law, it is tautology, that is T. So in the next step, we will get, it is equivalent to P and T or Q and negation P. Reason for this step is complement law. Complement law. The next, here P and T. No, P and T is P by identity law. P keeping same, then OR sign, Q and negation P. Note this, here we have removed this bracket, no need to give the bracket to this single term. So I written only P here. For this, the reason is identity law. Okay, now next, if you observe again this step carefully, this symbol is OR and this symbol is AND. We can distribute P inside the bracket. We know OR is distributive or AND, so we are distributing this P inside the bracket. So P or Q, and we get P or negation P. Got it? Now, for this, again, the reason is distributive law. Okay. And now this P or negation P is again tautology. You know, this P or Q as it is, we can write for this capital T, tautology. Okay. And for this, the reason is complement law again. Complement law. The next step, it is logically equivalent to P or Q only. We can remove this T easily using identity law. Identity law. And let us see, please, we get P or Q. It is the answer. It is answer. Right-handed side. So we get here left-handed side equal to right-handed side. It means we have proved P and Q or P and negation Q or Q and negation P logically equivalent to P or Q. We can say hence proved. We have proved this with the help of properties. It means laws of logic. Hence proved. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you understood the proof of this. Similarly, you can prove the remaining from your textbook. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed my channel, please subscribe as early as possible in order to get updates.